This is DD India. You're watching Defense Dynamics and I'm Danveer Singh from New Delhi. Today we bring to you a series of stories highlighting India's growing influence on the global stage. Amid rising tensions with Pakistan post the Pahalgam terror attack, the Indian Army has inducted fresh batches of Russian origin Igla-S air defense missiles under emergency procurement. These very short-range air defense systems are being swiftly deployed along forward areas to counter low-flying drones, helicopters and enemy aircrafts. The Indian Air Force has also equipped its Su-30 MKI fighter fleet with state-of-art, beyond the visual range air-to-air missiles, significantly expanding its operational envelope. What does that mean in tangible terms? We'll tell you. Meanwhile, the Indian Air Force has put on an impressive display over Uttar Pradesh's Ganga Expressway with Rafale, Jaguar and Mirage jets showcasing country's defense readiness in dramatic flypast and landing drills. And on the frontiers of space exploration, NASA and India's ISRO are gearing up for June 2025 launch of NISAR satellite, which promises to provide critical data on Earth's changing landscape, addressing growing environmental concerns. India's presence and power are growing across multiple fronts, from defense and cybersecurity to space exploration. Let's explore these developments shaping the future, but first, let's start with the latest global defense headlines. The Philippine Navy conducted first live firing of MBDA Mistral 3 missile from BRP Jose Rizal frigate on 29th April of 2025. The missile was launched during US-Philippine exercise Balikatan 2025, targeting a simulated threat on frigate's port side. The milestone highlights Navy's enhanced capabilities in surface-to-air defense. The United Kingdom's Royal Air Force has introduced Storm Shroud UAV equipped with Leonardo's Britstorm electronic warfare payload. The UAV will be used to protect fast jets from enemy air defenses during suppression missions. The system will play a key role in enhancing Royal Air Force's defense against ground-based threats. Microsystems has secured a contract worth $94.3 million to develop a radar for South Korea's low-altitude missile defense system. The radar will detect and track incoming artillery, providing crucial support to systems operation. This development is set to be completed by November of 2028. President Trump has proposed a $961.6 billion budget for Department of Defense in fiscal year of 2026. This marks a 13% increase over previous year's budget, focusing on strengthening national security and countering Chinese aggression. The budget aims to modernize US defense infrastructure and enhance military readiness. The United Kingdom's Royal Navy has unveiled new Disruptive Capabilities and Technologies Office called DCTO. This is to accelerate technology adoption in naval operations. The DCTO will focus on testing and deploying AI, autonomy, and directed energy weapons to improve operational capabilities. The office will work to rapidly prototype solutions to address emerging threats. In a significant reinforcement of its air defense shield, the Indian Army has received fresh supplies of Russian origin Igla shoulder-fired missiles. The delivery comes amid heightened tensions with Pakistan following the Pahalgam terror attack, and it aims to strengthen India's readiness along its western frontier. Amid mounting aerial threats and escalating tensions with Pakistan, the Indian Army has inducted new batches of Russian-made Igla-S very short-range air defense systems or VSHORADs. The missiles have been procured under emergency financial powers granted by the central government to meet urgent operational requirements. According to defense sources, these advanced missiles were delivered a few weeks ago
and are already being deployed to forward locations. Their primary objective is to neutralize low-flying enemy drones, helicopters, and fighter jets along the sensitive border zones.
The latest batch of IGLA-S missiles is being procured under emergency fast-track acquisition with a contract valued at approximately 260 crore rupees. These systems are being deployed to forward air defense units positioned along sensitive border areas.
The Indian Air Force is also procuring similar systems to bolster its frontline air defense grid. The IGLA-S is a shoulder-launched air defense missile system weighing just 18 kilograms. With a strike range of up to 6 kilometers and altitude coverage of 3.5 kilometers, it uses heat-seeking infrared technology to track and destroy aerial targets. Traveling at over 2,200 kilometers per hour, it delivers a powerful 1.17 kilogram warhead with full 360-degree targeting capability. This latest version of IGLA series is an upgrade over the variants in service since 1990s. Older units have been refurbished by an Indian defense firm to extend their operational life. To further strengthen the missile inventory, Army has issued a tender for 48 additional launchers and 90 more IGLA-S missiles. Defense planners are also exploring next-generation laser beam riding VSHORADs for enhanced accuracy and engagement capability. India's armed forces have significantly accelerated emergency and fast-track acquisition in recent years with a special focus on anti-drone capabilities and spare parts for sustained operations. To counter increasing threats from UAVs across the western border, the Army has deployed Indigenous integrated drone detection and interdiction systems. These systems can detect, jam, spoof, and neutralize drones from over 8 kilometers away and are equipped with lasers to destroy aerial threats mid-air.
To counter the rising threat of enemy drones, the Indian Army has deployed the Indigenous Mark I integrated drone defense system with a range of over 8 kilometers. The system recently neutralized a Pakistani drone in Jammu region. Additionally, DRDO is developing high-powered directed energy weapons to target larger drones, cruise missiles and aircrafts.
The Army is also looking to enhance its low-altitude radar coverage with mobile detection systems for fast tracking and neutralization of enemy aircrafts and drones. With the induction of these IGLA-S systems and parallel advancements in indigenous technology, India's air defense forces are rapidly adapting to counter evolving aerial threats on both conventional and asymmetric fronts.
In a major boost to its aerial combat capabilities, the Indian Air Force has equipped its Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter fleet with state-of-the-art beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, significantly expanding its operational envelope. This move comes in response to capability gaps identified during February 27, 2019 aerial clash with the Pakistani Air Force following the Balakot airstrikes.
During that encounter, Pakistani F-16s equipped with American-supplied AIM-120C AMRAAMs were able to launch attacks from a range exceeding 100 kilometers. Well beyond the reach of Indian Su-30 MKIs, which were armed with the older R-77 missiles with a maximum effective range of only 80 kilometers. Although Indian Air Force pilots successfully dodged incoming missiles, the incident exposed the urgent need for long-range and more capable missile systems to match the evolving threat. In response, the Indian Air Force initiated an accelerated upgrade program to modernize its Su-30 MKI arsenal, comprising of over 260 aircraft, by integrating two cutting-edge missile systems, the Israeli ISRO Extended Range and Indigenous Astra Mark I. The ISRO Extended Range, developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, is a next-generation beyond visual range missile with an effective range of around 100 kilometers. It is equipped with a dual pulse rocket motor for increased end game thrust and highly accurate active radar seeker, enabling fire and forget capability. One of its standout features is its full sphere engagement ability, allowing the missile to target threats approaching from any direction, including the rear, providing pilots with new offensive and defensive flexibility during high-intensity dogfights.
The induction of ISRO extended range began in phases around 2021 and 22, gradually replacing the aging R-77 missiles on several Sukhoi Su-30 MKI squadrons. Simultaneously, the Indian Air Force has also inducted Astra Mark 1, India's first domestically developed beyond visual range missile designed by the Defense Research and Development Organization.
With a reported range of 110 kilometers, Astra Mark 1 also features active radar homing, high resistance to electronic countermeasures, and secure two-way data link, potentially enabling real-time course corrections during flight and increasing effectiveness in contested environments. Following successful trials in 2019, Astra's integration on Su-30 Mark 1 platform began in year 2020, with widespread operational deployment completed by late 2023. Full fleet integration is expected to be achieved by early 2024. The combined deployment of ISRO extended range and Astra Mark 1 has effectively neutralized the range advantage previously held by Pakistan's AIM-120C AMRAAMs, while Pakistan is reported to be modernizing its air-to-air arsenal with China's PL-15 beyond visual range missile, believed to have an extended range of up to 145 kilometers. The Indian Air Force's twin-pronged missile upgrade ensures regional aerial parity, if not superiority. Further strengthening its air-to-air capability roadmap, India is actively working on Astra Mark II, expected to offer significantly extended range and improved performance, ensuring the Indian Air Force stays ahead of future threats. Beyond just range enhancement, the newer missile system bring tactical advantages. The ISRO's ability to engage in rear hemisphere greatly improves survivability in dynamic combat scenarios. Meanwhile, Astra Mark 1's resilience to jamming and secure data link capability makes it well suited for operations in modern electronic warfare environment where adversaries are likely to deploy countermeasures.
Together, these missile upgrades mark a significant leap in Indian Air Force's air combat preparedness, turning the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, a workhorse of India's air fleet, into a far more lethal platform capable of dominating hostile skies. The Indian Air Force lit up the skies over Uttar Pradesh's Ganga Expressway recently, showcasing a powerful display of air dominance. Rafales, Jaguars, Mirage jets rode overhead in a historic flypast and landing drills on a newly built airstrip, a bold statement of India's defense readiness as tensions with Pakistan continue to rise.
The Indian Air Force conducted a high-profile exercise on a 3.5-kilometer airstrip in Shahjahanpur, part of the under-construction Ganga Expressway. The drill showcased takeoffs and landings by advanced fighter jets like Rafale, Jaguar and Mirage alongside Sukhoi 30 MKI, MiG-29 and transport aircraft like C-130J Super Hercules. The operation tested the expressway's potential as an emergency runway during wartime or national crisis. A first for India with day and night landing capabilities. The exercise, held in two phases, day and night, featured low fly past just 1 meter above ground and a rare night landing demonstration between 9 and 10 p.m. Equipped with advanced lighting and 250 CCTV cameras for security, the airstrip is India's first road runway designed for 24/7 fighter jet operations. The drill comes amid heightened India-Pakistan tensions following the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack, which killed 26 innocent people, and Pakistan's recent cyber attacks on Indian websites. Stretching 594 kilometers from Meerut to Prayagraj, the Ganga Expressway is set for completion by November 2025. This airstrip, the fourth in Uttar Pradesh, but the first with night landing capacity, underscores India's growing civil-military synergy. Aircrafts like the Rafale, with long-range Meteor missiles and nuclear-capable Mirage 2000s, highlight the Indian Air Force's combat readiness.
The successful drill drew excited crowds, locals and students, with dignitaries including Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mr. Yogi Adityanath watching on. As India flexes its military muscle, the new airstrip marks a bold step in a new era of strategic preparedness. The Defence Research and Development Organization DRDO has successfully conducted the maiden flight trial of its Stratospheric airspace platform on May 3, 2025 from Shiopur in Madhya Pradesh. Developed by DRDO's Aerial Delivery Research and Development Establishment, the ADRDE in Agra, the airship ascended to an altitude of approximately 17 kilometers, carrying an instrumental payload.
The Stratospheric Airspace Platform is a cutting-edge, high-altitude, unmanned system that soars nearly 17 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Operating in the stratosphere, it's built to carry advanced payloads for surveillance, communication, and Earth observation, offering satellite-like capabilities at a much lower cost, with an added benefit of being retrievable and reusable. The altitude allows it to serve as a persistent platform for surveillance, communication, and Earth observation, similar to a satellite, but at a fraction of the cost and with the advantage of retrievability and reusability. Key systems, including envelope pressure control and emergency deflation mechanisms, were tested mid-flight, with data from onboard sensors being collected for future high-fidelity simulation models. The 62-minute trial concluded with successful recovery of the system for further analysis. The Indian Defence Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh hailed this achievement, calling it a major step in bolstering India's Earth observation and intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities. The DRDO chairman, Dr. Samir V. Kamath, termed the test as a milestone in developing long-endurance, lighter-than-air platforms for high-altitude operations.
The groundbreaking partnership between NASA and India's ISRO is moving closer to liftoff. The NISAR satellite, set to transform the way we observe the Earth, is now eyeing a June 2025 launch. This mission is poised to provide vital insight into our planet's shifting landscapes and environmental concerns as they continue to mount.
The NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar or NISAR mission is set to launch from India's Satish Dhawan Space Center aboard a GSLV Mark II rocket. This 2.8-ton satellite, costing over $1.5 billion, will be the first to use dual-frequency L-band and S-band radars, scanning nearly all of Earth's land and ice surfaces every 12 days. NISAR will track changes in ecosystems, glaciers, and crustal movements with centimeter-level precision, offering unprecedented insights into climate change, natural disasters, and more. NISAR will provide open access data to help scientists and policymakers tackle global challenges like earthquakes, landslides, and melting ice sheets. Initially planned for 2024, the mission faced delays due to technical issues with its 12-meter radar antenna reflector, which required a reflective coating to prevent overheating. After rigorous testing in the United States and Bengaluru, the satellite is now on track for its June liftoff. NISAR's data will support disaster response, agriculture and infrastructure monitoring, with applications from tracking Himalayan glaciers to assessing earthquake risks. Its open access policy ensures global access to this vital information. Orbiting at 747 kilometers, NISAR will generate 26 terabytes of data daily, penetrating clouds and darkness to map Earth's surface. NASA provides the L-band radar and key systems, while ISRO contributes the S-band radar, spacecraft bus, and launch vehicle, thus marking a landmark in US-India space cooperation.
In a significant stride towards self-reliance in defense technology, the Defense Research and Development Organization, the DRDO, in close collaboration with the Indian Navy, has successfully conducted a combat firing trial using reduced explosive of indigenously developed multi-influence ground mine. This advanced underwater mine system, tailored for modern maritime threats, was tested as part of a crucial validation phase developed by Naval Science and Technological Laboratory in Visakhapatnam. MIGM, as they are called, is the result of joint effort involving other premier DRDO establishments, including the High Energy Material Research Laboratory, Pune, and the Terminal Ballistic Research Laboratory, Chandigarh. Designed to counter stealth-capable warships and submarines, the MIGM marks a new era in underwater mine warfare for Indian Navy. The production of this cutting-edge system is being undertaken by Bharat Dynamics Limited, Visakhapatnam, and Apollo Microsystems Limited, Hyderabad, both prominent players in India's defense manufacturing ecosystem. Commending this successful trial, India's Defense Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh congratulated DRDO, the Indian Navy, and various industry partners, stating that the system will significantly bolster India's undersea warfare strength. The DRDO Chairman and Secretary of Department of Defense Research and Development, Dr. Samir V. Kamat, affirmed that with the successful validation trial, the MIGM is now fully ready for induction into active service with the Indian Navy. This development underscores India's growing capability to design, test, and produce sophisticated undersea defense systems indigenously. With this, we come to the end of this episode. See you next week with new stories and their analysis. Thanks for watching, and do post your comments on social media with #DDWithDanveer. Goodbye and take care.